Hi everyone, welcome back. So I'm really excited because YSL sent over a ton, or their whole line of their new liquid. Let me read exactly what they're called. They're called Volupté Liquid Color Balms. So these are the new liquid color balms. Then they also sent over their Volupté Tint In Balm, which they have had these out before, but these are a new addition. So these new Volupté liquid color balms, let me just read you how they are described: as lasting, careful color and dewy shine. It says, introducing the Volupté liquid balm, a medium coverage, high shine liquid lip color that deeply moisturizes and protects the lips like a balm with an applicator in the shape of kissable lips. They retail for $32. Now the packaging on these reminds me of my favorite tint, oil and tint, or tint and oil that were from YSL. I'm not sure. I think they took them off their website for a while now. I'm not sure if they replaced them with these or if they just took them off the website and then they're coming back. Okay, it looks like the tint and oils are back. So they were off the website for a while. Those are some of my favorite products, but they're back on Sephora's website. So these are the liquid balms and like a liquid lipstick. So the difference in packaging is it's the same silver, and then these all have this blush color right here, but then right down here there's a set of lips and you can see the color of the liquid lipstick, so, or the liquid balm. So I'm going to try all these on my lips, just tell you the colors. The formula to me is really, really nice, but they're not that lasting in the color, but they do stick around and have a very moisturized feeling. I wouldn't call these like full color that just stay on my lips like they're eating or whatnot, but my lips have a little bit of a tint and then they feel very, very moisturized after I've been wearing one of these. This first shade right here is a little bit different. This says it is a night rehab lip mask. So the number 1 is a light night rehab lip mask. So this is what this one looks like. It has like a chubby lip shaped doe foot applicator, which I will zoom in on that. But this one is more of like a light pink, but it's like a, you can hardly see it. It's just basically like a balm. So I'll put that one on. These smell like how the YSL lip products smell. Very fruity. It's said to be pomegranate, I believe, but I just smell like, almost like mangoes is what it smells like to me. This one is like a light pinkish shade, like almost like a creamy milky, but it's a nighttime lip mask. So this isn't one of the liquid colors, but it's so, I mean, honestly, it feels so good, so hydrating on lips. I've worn it several times, not overnight, but kind of just during the day to hydrate and moisturize my lips. So like I said, these retail for $32. Yeah, they sent me 12 shades, and that's 11 shades, including that lip mask one. So I'm just going to go ahead and swatch all of the shades on my lips, and then we will move on and talk about the tint and balms. Now these are not a new product. They have like a beautiful little lip shape in the center. This is what the tint and balm looks like. It has like a pair of lips in the center. The outer part's one color and the inner part lips are a different color. These are really, really beautiful. They have 12 different shades of these as well. These retail for $34. The tint and balms are not new, but I will swatch all of these shades on my lips as well. All right, so let's just roll. We're gonna start off with this shade right here. This is number 2. Has like a chubby lip shaped doe foot applicator. I would call this like a corally color. Honestly, it feels like a balmy lip gloss without glossiness, but like full color, like, but very comfortable, hydrating. So that is number 2. And if these have names, I will try to leave the name, but just on the packaging it doesn't really have the name, it just has the number 2. Okay, this is number 3. And this one looks like it's a little bit more of a corally shade as well. This one looks like a really pretty lighter coral shade. Not quite as pigmented as the last. I would call this like a muted peachy coral. Not a lot of pigment. Honestly, between the two of them, I would pick the other one. It just had a little bit more packed. This is just too muted for me. For this product, it kind of just looks like you wore lip gloss or lip product on your lips and then you wiped it off and put like a clear balm on top. That's how it appears to me. I like the brightness of the other shade. So if I was going to pick one, I would probably pass on this particular shade. Okay, the next shade is number 4. And let's just see how this one swatches. This swatches, again, more like a peachy tone, more like a light, even lighter. This just feels like a light peachy, not a lot of color or tint to it. I mean, again, really, really comfortable, but I don't feel like it has enough color payoff. It's very, 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 very light. Let's see if we can build it up a little bit. Again, I don't love this color for this particular product. I feel like it looks like your lip product kind of wore off a little bit. I mean, it's very, very muted, so if someone's looking for a nice muted peach, maybe you would like this. But this is just another color. If I'm going to spend the price tag on this product, I'm going to want something that packs a little bit more punch. Okay, next color is number 5, and this looks like a little bit brighter of like an orangey coral. This might be something I would love in the summertime. I feel like if I were to be purchasing one of these, I would want something that had just a lot more color in it, more vibrancy, and this feels like that. This really gives more of like a popsicle like look to your lips, but still really, really pretty color. I mean, as you can see, that color, I wonder if we can even build it up more with 2 layers, bring out the pigment a little bit more. These just really feel super duper hydrating and comfortable on the lips. Like I said, the sort of like comfort of them stays throughout the day. They leave like a little bit of a tint of color on your lips, and then it's sort of like a dyed down balmy feeling, but they feel very, very hydrating on the lips. Long lasting hydration is what I will say. Necessarily this type of color isn't going to last through the food. These are going to wear off, definitely, like, you know, transfer proof. Like, that's what you'll get. So it's not like it is like one of those super long lasting lip colors with full pigmentation. It really is what it says, is like a balm liquid product. Okay, we're getting into some of the brighter colors. This one's number 6, and it is even brighter of a coral. I'm gonna put that one right here. Oh, I really, really like that color right there. And again, a little bit less orange, more corally this one is. The other one seemed a little bit more of an orange to it. This has a little bit more red notes to it to give it more of a coral tone. They just feel super duper comfortable. I really like this color. It's bright enough, it's vibrant, it feels very like summery to me. I can see like a bronze eye and wearing this in the summer. So this one is number 6. All right, we are moving on to number 7. I mean, these are in order, so I don't know why I'm looking so closely, but I just want to make sure. Sometimes things get jumbled in packages. Okay, these are very similar. Again, this one has a little bit more red than the last one, so it's increasing in red, but I would still call this a coral. But you're getting maybe more red. Oh, nuts. You're getting more red pink. Honestly, these are just so easy to apply. This applicator is like very nice and fluffy. It does put off a really decent amount of product. I feel like I'm just putting on a balm. That's really pretty. I like that. If I would go with like a more brighter color like this, I do like the feeling of that this feels more wearable. It's not as intimidating. I think someone who's looking to wear a bright lip, this is like the least intimidating product, just because it's really, really forgiving. It's not too precise. It really just looks like a tinted balm. Okay, this is number 8. Just let me make sure. Yep. And this looks more like we're getting into some more pink fuchsia shades. Yeah, that's way more fuchsia. Really pretty. I love this color. That's a light layer of it, and then I'm going to just dip my wand in one more time and build this up. So you can do a light layer, and then definitely if you want to build up the color, you can go in with a second layer. That's beautiful. I love this one. So this is number 8. Feels super comfortable, just like the rest of them. Still has that shiny feeling. The shine does wear away, like any drinking or anything. I've been drinking this. But the shine, I mean, it does come off on your straw, and the shine does wear down. Okay, we're getting into brighter colors. This one is number 9, and this looks like a really pretty purpley pink color. Oh, I like this one. This was like totally my jam back in the day. You can get a precise application with the tip of this wand. So that would be a light layer of it. I'm going to show you the built up layer. That is the built up color. I really love this fuchsia-y color. More like a fuchsia purple. This is a more muted color in number 10. It's more of a muted pink color, not as bright as the rest. I would say this would be one of the, probably the most wearable shades. It's like that muted rose. It has enough pigment that I think it would be worth the purchase, because you kind of want the pigment there. To get the pigment and balm type of thing. It has enough pigment and color payoff, but it's not as like super duper bright. So if you're more comfortable with a little bit more muted colors, this would be the perfect one for you. Number 10. Let me see if I can build this up a little bit. Yeah, like I would describe this as like a really muted berry rose. Okay, this shade right here is number 11, and let's just see how similar this one is. It's a little bit more brown, but it's very, very similar to number 10. Just has a little bit more warm tones in it. I like this, but I feel like you wouldn't need both of these. You would either need one or the other. This one's more browny. The other one has like a little bit more mauve to it. And the last shade is number 12, and this seems more like the pinky nude of the bunch. This is probably going to be my favorite shade. Yeah, this is the one that I wore. When I chose to wear it to test out, I wore this one and I think one of the brighter ones just to test out how they wore, and this was a shade, and yeah, I think this one's gonna be like my favorite, and probably like if you wanted an everyday wearable one and you tended to go for more nude pinks, this is that nude pink shade. I really like this color. So that is number 12. Now I'm going to talk about these Tint In Balms. So these are the Volupté Tint In Balm. It's a hybrid lipstick combining melting balm care with glowing sheer color. The outer shell provides nourishing care, while the inner lip shape heart provides that lasting hint, like color of hint. So like I said, it has like this balm care color on the outside, and then the inside usually has like a pop of color. Let me zoom in so that you can see. And you see that inner portion. I wonder, since I've worn this one, let me see if I can get another one, if you can see like the inner center part more. Here's a color I have not tried. You can see that inner color, the lips, And then the Balm Care. I mean, look at the packaging on these. It's just absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to try these on the lips. Now, I've worn one of them, and again, the balminess of it stayed, the hint of color stayed, but it wasn't like shiny like it was upon first application. When you're wearing these, they last about 4 hours and then you're going to need to reapply. But when I purchase a lipstick like this, or when I'm looking to buy something like this, I would have it with the understanding that it's something that's not going to last all day. It's going to be something that needs to be reapplied. Let's just go ahead and start swatching these. Okay, this first one is number 1. And I wonder the best way to swatch these. I guess I'm going to start on my hand. That's what that one looks like. So it is a light hint of tint. Feels very comfortable, like a very silky, hydrating balm that has a little bit of hint of color. This is a really pretty, dusty, I would say dusty mauve or rose shade in number 1. Number 2, we has a little bit more pink to it in number 2. Let's just go ahead and that one. Someone's weed eating outside. I really like this color. This is a very pretty wearable pink shade. Honestly, these are just super comfortable. I think they would be for like the everyday wear, someone who wanted a little bit of color but wasn't like super comfortable with lipstick. I think these would be great. They feel very user friendly and foolproof, honestly. The shade is number 3. It is a very light pink, even lighter than the last. That's really pretty. That inner lip part is where you're going to get the most color. And when they kind of mix together, it just gives a really light pink pretty look. I love this one too. Number 4 has a little bit more cherry red to it, but still comes out like a brighter pink color. Let's see how this one applies on the lips. It's going to give you a lot more hint of color to it. A little bit more pigmented. Honestly, this looks like you had like a popsicle. This really is like that hint of color in a balm. I mean, that's a perfect name for it. That's how it feels. I mean, I just love the contrast of this reddish shade and this packaging. It's just so pretty. All right, next color, number 5. This one is a little bit more of a berry shade right there on the end. I like that one. It's a little bit more muted, a little bit more berry. That's pretty. I think I prefer the one before it. Number 4, a little bit better than this. Number 4 is just a little bit brighter, and I prefer the brighterness over the muted. All right, let's go in with number 6, and this looks like red and fuchsia in there. Let's see how this translates. This has a lot more red shade in it right there on closer to my thumb. These also smell like mangoes to me. Pretty. This one really does give you that popsicle-like look. The more you apply, it's just like slippery on your lips. They feel very comfortable to apply. Number 6. Is that what it is? Yeah. I like this one. Okay, we have number 7, and this looks like we're getting more into like a peachy coral. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's really pretty. That's a really pretty peachy shade. Number 7. I like this shade a lot. Honestly, I think this is one of my favorites because it's a peachy. It has like a little bit of that hint of pink to it. Glossy. Like, I like this color a lot. Let's mark that one down. Number 7 is one of my favorites. Okay, we have a little bit more of an orangey shade. This is number 8. This has like an orange outer ring and then a hot pink fuchsia center. That's pretty. Corally orange shade. That's really pretty. Gives a really nice corally orange tint to the lips. This is definitely a color that I would wear. All right, number 9. This one has a little like a hot pink center and like a corally outer part. So it's gonna have a little bit more pink to it than the last one. Less orange, more coral. Almost like a fruit punch color. That's a really nice like summery color. Okay, we're getting a little bit deeper. This shade is number 10, and this has like a, I would say like a muted rose color on the outside and then a bright fuchsia on the inside. I'm gonna do this one down here. Goes sort of right there. So it's a little bit more muted than the rest. I'd say like a muted roseberry. Still really pretty though, I like that one. Okay, number 11 looks like a bright fuchsia outside, bright fuchsia inside. Let's see how this one looks. Down there, more of that like brighter pink color. That's how it translates. That's just so pretty. I love this color. I like that one a lot. Number 11. And this last one is number 12. It looks like a little bit more of a muted, sort of like berry, one step down from that. Yeah. A muted berry color. That's really pretty. I like that a lot too. Honestly, all of these I really, really like. I like the concept of them, the comfortability of them. Just the fact that you can get a hint of color without having just this commitment of having to have like perfect lines. Like I said, I think these are great for someone who's looking for color but is a little bit more intimidated by maybe a full coverage type of a lip product. This is like that perfect thing because they're comfortable to wear. When the balm sort of wears away, you're going to see the stain. Obviously, my lips are stained. I was trying to put a little bit of like, you know, product over or foundation over them to kind of blur the lines in the end, but you can see when I'm wiping these away after all that, there is a hint of color that's going to be left on my lips. If you are going to reapply these after 4 hours, you're still going to have a little bit of that tint that's there and a little bit of a balmy feel, but you're going to need to reapply them and then they're going to get vibrant again. I put the color number 11 back on. I really like that shade. So hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing this video. Those Tint In Balms are $34. The lip color and balm, Volupté Lip Color and Balm, are $32. I will leave all the information linked down below. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful to see the colors swatched on the lips, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.